Warren, I just imagine that everybody in the valley is concerned about whether we have public shelters or not, just in case we have a disaster. How many do we have, and whether they're provided the provisions that we have in them, and what sort of goal have we set up as to number?
Well, Roanoke is quite fortunate in having right many shelters, and also they're right fortunate that we have completed our shelter program as far as the public is concerned. We have 178 shelters today that are stocked, and they're stocked with food, candy, air ventilation kits, radiation kits such as ionization chambers, Geiger counters, medical supplies to handle the public. But I like to emphasize that along this time, you have to realize with the traffic coming downtown, our time has changed in the nuclear equipment delivery system, that we have to have two phases. One, if it happens during the day. This is where the large public is generated from your downtown area. This program covers the entire valley. So we need shelter space of about 160 to 170,000 people for the downtown section if we use the public shelters or have to. So you can see how important these are. The home shelters, however, at this time we have a survey going on to find out what protection factor each individual has in his home. Now, if they will mail these cards in that they have received, it'll go through a computer, it'll be mailed back to them, tell them what PF factor they have, and then they can add or do what is necessary. We will send them a book and tell them how. So all of this is quite important to the people.
Warren, going back to the public shelters, how many persons can each shelter hold?
Well, they will vary. The federal government only allows us to stock from 50 people up. Now, we do have some buildings that will house 50 or less people, but at this time, our program is not calling to stock any smaller shelter than the 50.